Hello, welcome to another video. I haven't done that in a while because I haven't sat down in front of my camera in a little while, but hey, it's that time of month for TBR Pursuit. However, you may have noticed that I didn't do TBR Pursuit last month. With it being Magical Readathon and Bookathon and with me going through a lot of personal things, TBR Pursuit was one of those small stresses in life that I could very easily not do for a month, so I skipped a month. Sorry about that. However, I have read all of the books from the month before. Yes, it took me a little longer because of, as I say, lots of personal things going on, but that does mean I don't have any punishments this month. But yeah, it's time for October. I'm just going to kind of brush past all of that. It's time for October. It is the spooky season. There are so many readathons happening in October, and in order to pick one, I'm not doing any. Again, it's a way for me to just remove a small stressor from my life. Last month I did readathons instead of TBR Pursuit. This month I'm doing TBR Pursuit instead of readathons, and hopefully I can keep the stress levels down as much as possible. With it being spooky season, I very much would like to read a bunch of spooky middle grades. I have acquired quite a few new ones and I'm really excited about them, and I want to keep this excitement about reading. At the minute I am really excited about middle grades and stuff. There are some adult fantasies that I would like to get to, but I'm just really excited about reading middle grade at the minute, and when I'm kind of in a zone where being excited about anything is a privilege right now, I would like to embrace that, so I'm gonna try and get them on there. We'll see what happens. Book club wise, I don't know. Obviously middle grade monthly. There is Read Rate Review. I don't know, and there is obviously Elderling Along, but if I don't read that this month, that doesn't matter because there's the next month as well. But mainly I just need to read what I'm in the mood to and what's going to make me feel joy. So not putting too much pressure on this one, but if I could get them middle grade, they're all stacked up here, like in my TBR cart because they're mostly new. So if I can get them in, that would be great. But yeah, if you are unfamiliar with TBR Pursuit, it is my monthly TBR board game. Looks a little bit like this, based off Trivial Pursuit. Each colour correlates to a genre, and then there is a deck of question cards, which is over here, and we fill up a pie for my TBR. But yeah, I will leave the playlist to all the ones I've done down below so you can familiarise yourself with it if you would like to. But with that all being said, I think the next thing to do is just dive straight into roll number one. Shuffle the cards. Yeah. Here we go. Welcome to TBR Pursuit. You've already seen me say that in the intro, so let's kick this off with roll number one. 3. I'm going to kick this off with a middle grade because that's always a good way to start. And we have, can I find a book that matches my outfit? My outfit is black and white, so we could try. And a little green pie in there. Right, this was harder than I thought it was going to be, but a middle grade that matches my outfit, and my outfit is black and white. I've got black trousers on, it's black and white. And finding a black and white middle grade is harder than I thought it was going to be. From my stack of new books, the closest I could get is Moondial by Helen Cresswell, but it's more navy, but it's the closest to black and white I could get. And then going through my actual shelves, the closest to black and white I could get is this, which is The Secret of White Stonegate, the sequel to The Mystery of Black Hollow Lane, which is there. But again, there's lots of brown and like warm tones, but it's a black background and white text. And this, like if we look at down here, is very black and white, but also very navy. But this is the closest I could get to black and white. I really don't have anything else. I was scouring my shelves and this is the closest we've got. So I'll go with one of these. I don't know which one, or you guys can let me know which one you think is best for black and white, because it's the best I've got. Let me know which one I should read. But yeah, Moondial is about a young girl called Minty who notices spooky things. She can feel cold pockets of air and ghosts and stuff, and she stumbles upon the Moondial, which takes her back in time, where she finds a sickly kitchen boy and a girl whose family thinks she has the mark of the devil. Will she find her way home, or will she be stuck in the past forever? This is a children's classic. And then Secret of White Stonegate is the sequel, as I say, to Black Hollow Lane, which is kind of dark academia but middle grade, so light academia but kind of dark. Meh. But it's about a young girl called Emmeline who is sent off to a English boarding school. It's set not too far from where I was born, which makes it feel very cozy to me. And it's all about the mystery of how Black Hollow Lane and the secret society of Black Hollow Lane is related to the disappearance of Emmeline's father. Yeah, sequel to that one. So, which one should I read? You tell me. Rule number 2. Roll again or adult fantasy? I'm gonna go for the adult fantasy option. Wild card! That couldn't have gone any better. There is a purple pie in there, so wild card, I can pick whatever I want. Next up, we got a wild card. So purple adult fantasy I was going for, but we got a wild card, and I'm gonna take this opportunity to put in the middle grade monthly book of the month, which is They Threw Us Away by Daniel someone, I can't remember. I'll put it here. I don't actually own this one yet. I need to get my hands on it, but it's creepy teddy bears. I'm not sure how I feel about this, but it's about discarded teddy bears finding their way home, I think. The cover freaks me out, but it is a middle grade, perfect for spooky season. I know nothing else about it. There's not much more I can tell you, but yeah, middle grade monthly, the book club hosted by me and Gav, reading this one for October. Grab yourself a copy, read along with us. Roll a number 3. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sci-fi or another middle grade? I'm gonna go for another middle grade. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are a lot of spooky middle grades I would like to get to. So, can you find a book that contains mythical beings? Sure can. And a little green pie in there. Roll number 3 went for another middle grade and got Can You Find a Book That Contains Mythical Beings? And honestly, a lot of the spooky books I want to read contain mythical beings, because spooky season, you know, monstery type things. But How Not to Be a Vampire Slayer is the one I'm going with here. There are vampires. However, it's a vegetarian vampire. This one follows a young girl called Maggie who isn't afraid of spooky legends, and she's willing to prove it. She agrees to complete a dare to venture into the forest, but she doesn't expect to find a creepy castle enchanted against humans, a vegetarian vampire who wants to be her friend, and an ancient book naming her the latest of the Hellsby Slayers. So there's this prophecy that Maggie is supposed to be a powerful vampire slayer, but she becomes best friends with a vegetarian vampire and needs to save the vampires, does not want to be a slayer, does not want the vampires to be killed, and needs to convince people to protect the nocturnal neighbours, to protect the vampires. It just sounded adorable. It completely caught my attention. I'm really eager to read this, and it seems perfect for spooky season, so How Not to Be a Vampire Slayer by Katie Burchell. So, that one. Roll number 4. Punishment. I'm not taking punishments this month because I didn't play last month. However, of the months before, I have completed them all, so there is no punishment. Let's try again. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, adult fantasy. 1, 2, 3, 4, adult fantasy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go for an adult fantasy. And we have got Can You Name a Book over 500 pages? We're going for a chunker, apparently. Yay! But there is a purple pie in there. We've got a pattern going on. That's nice. Roll number 4, we got an adult fantasy, not a wildcard this time. Can you name a book over 500 pages? And yes, I absolutely can. One that is left on my top priority TBR that is definitely over 500 pages, yeah, is The Ruin of Kings by Jen Loynes. This is book 1 in A Chorus of Dragons. It's a chunker. I think it's like 650 or something. Oh god, nearly 700. So it's 685 pages, so definitely over 500. But yeah, it was one that was on my priority list for the year, and with 3 books left on that, I should prioritise getting to it, and it fits perfectly for over 500 pages. So yeah. This is about a bard's apprentice, Kieran, who grew up on heroic tales, yet he also steals, desperate to escape slums. He raids the wrong house, is marked by a demon, and life will never be the same again. Okay, Kieran's plight attracts royalty, who claim him as their immortal heir's lost son. However, far from living the dream, Kieran's embroiled in his new family's ruthless schemes. Escaping just makes matters worse, as Kieran is horrified to discover he features in an ancient prophecy. Every side, from gods to demons to dragons, want him as their pawn. And maybe Kieran isn't even the hero, for he's not destined to save the Empire, he's destined to destroy it. This sounds so incredibly up my street. I'm really excited to read this. It's a chunker, but this sounds political, this sounds confusing, this prophecy has me very intrigued. Gods, demons and dragons all wanting this lad as their pawn. Sign me up, I'm gonna try and read this one. Alright, roll number 5. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sci-fi or sci-fi, I don't have a choice here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have got wild card. Wow, you saw me shuffle these, right? Wild card. Brilliant. And a little pie in there. Roll number 5, I got another wild card. We went for yellow for sci-fi, but I got a wild card, which is amazing. Second wild card of the game, and I'm picking Danger at Dead Man's Pass. I don't have to pay attention to the genre here. Wildcard means I can pick whatever I want, and I want to read Danger at Dead Man's Pass by M.G. Leonard and Sam Sedgman. This is the 4th book in the Adventures on Trains series, which follows a young boy called Harrison Beck who goes on adventures on trains with his uncle, and whilst they're on these adventures, he solves crimes. There is the thief on the Highland Falcon, the kidnap on the California Comet, and the murder on the Safari Star that we've solved so far. And I don't know what Danger at Dead Man's Pass is, but there's something about a family curse. So yeah, I'm excited. I love these books, they're so much fun, they make me feel good and happy, and the illustrations throughout are always fantastic. There's like maps and there's always an illustration of like the suspects, like the cast of suspects. There it is! And I love it. I can't wait to read this. So whilst I've got another wild card, one I'm really eager to get in, this one is going in. Alright, finally roll number 6, and we have got a 1. Blue blank or roll again. Let's go for the blue blank, get another colour in there. And it is, oh my god, wild card. This is wild. And finally, a blue pie in there. We got 3 wild cards. Half of my pie is wild cards. That's brilliant. Okay. And then finally, roll number 6. I got another wild card. I have never had this many wild cards. We've pulled 3 wild cards. Half of my pie is wild cards, but I'm not going to complain about it. So we went for a blue blank, got a wild card, and I am just going to pick one at random from my new middle grades that I'm really eager to get to. And I think we're actually going to go for Amelia Fang. Amelia Fang and the Unicorn Lords. This is book 2 in the Amelia Fang series. It's got these beautiful purple sprayed edges. It's gorgeous. I recently read the first one, and I enjoyed it. It was super quick, super fun, and I think this is going to be great for the spooky month. So yeah, and this was also gifted to me by Harry, so thank you very much, Harry, although it didn't come with a gift note, but still, thank you ever so much, Harry. But yeah, this is about a young girl called Amelia Fang, who is the daughter of vampires, and they live in the nocturnal, gloomy world. Is it Nocturnia or something? Nocturnia. Yeah. And the nocturnal monsters are scared of creatures from the Kingdom of the Light, like unicorns and fairies and stuff. So I'm pretty sure Amelia Fang and her monstery friends are gonna have to venture to meet the unicorn lords and face the fearsome unicorns, terrifying angel kittens and unicorns lurking behind every rainbow, and there is a villain plotting to take over the world. So yeah, that one as well. Brilliant! And there we go. There are my 6 rolls. We've got these 4 must-reads, plus they threw us away, and then I want you guys to pick between these. Let me know down below. Maybe I'll link a poll or something. That's a good idea. I'll link a poll in the pinned comment so you can pick between these. Will I read both of them? Possibly. But yeah, that is a stack that I'm pretty happy with. So what a way to make a return to TBR Pursuit. But yeah, that is that. Other books I would like to get to this month, maybe. If I'm feeling it, the ones we're meant to find is the read, rate, review book. However, I'm not going to pressure myself too much on this one. If I have to skip a read, rate, review, then I might, because I just can't put too much pressure on myself. But this is a maybe. And then we've got The Raven Heir is one that I really want to get to, and Following Frankenstein, which is Frankenstein, clearly. And then we also have Shadowghast, which is the next one in the Malamander series. So there's a lot of other spooky middle grades that I would like to get to, amongst others, but I'm gonna leave it at that. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have, give us a thumbs up, chat to me down in the comments. If you just want to let me know you were here but you don't necessarily have anything to say, then leave me a little dice emoji as always. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!